How's it going, everybody? Triple-Dunc is back on Doki Doki's Literature Club. Okay, so, little story. um, little story, indeed. Uh, I actually, the part we left off with, Yuri and the constant clicking? Well, I eventually got through that. A lot of clicking later. and, yeah. Uh, Monika's taking control. I mean that quite literally. Can't even save. Can't even, go back to the menu. There's no history. So it's just Monika and me. Apparently. Michael. So, yeah. I think this is part of the game. Not quite sure. But let's see what happens. Alright, we're starting off right here, right now. Can you hear me? Is it working? Oh God, hi! Hey! Hey! What's up with the fabric and space time thingamabob? Alright, let me just gonna have to deal with that. Yay! There you are. Hi again, Michael. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, I guess we could just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Michael. Or, do you actually go by Patrick Whoa! Hey! I don't like you snooping. I don't like you snooping through my stuff. I don't like it. That's crazy. That's insane. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Did you just blink at me? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense, does it? I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man. If only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. Yeah, an explanation of how in the hell you got so tan. How in the hell are the windows like, I can see the stars. How in the hell are you controlling everything? Because I had a hunch from like forever ago that she was the one doing all this. Because, she was always the one that's gone. She was always the one that was there. Doing God knows what. About that whole thing with Yuri last episode, I kind of started to mess with her. And it drove her mad. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh. It's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it'd be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired. just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Michael? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Michael. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand it. It's the pain of knowing how alone I am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. Because you programmed them to! She programmed not to have free will. Just to get to me. Am I really that gorgeous? I don't know. Worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Michael. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. Yeah, I'll pass on that. I'll gladly pass on that, because not only are you crazy and psychotic and alone, but you deserve to be alone. Because you brainwash people. You manipulate people into thinking that I would spend time with you. No. If anything, I felt the most at heart was with Shiori. So, yeah. And you just deleted her file. Apparently. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Michael. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of not autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, though. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. And I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Michael, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are true to light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Michael, will you go out with me? Of course there's only one option! Of course! I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Michael. Sorry about the voice. I forgot what voice I gave to Monika, so I'm just gonna do the one I know. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We could be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time's passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Michael. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. Yeah, I don't know how to get to, because I'm not tech savvy like you. I mean, I'm sure if I actually get to the game files and like mess with it, that this game would change, but still. It kind of freaks me out how easy it was. Well, you are playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. Okay. Yeah. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Locals Files button. Yeah, I love how you're telling me how to do this, so I can just, like, come and fix it. But just for the game's sake, I'm just gonna keep on clicking. Imagine if you can just delete your whole life with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got the good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Okay. Okay, just Monika everywhere. What is up with this background? Jesus. Alrighty then. Monika. Monika, 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 Monika. Okay. Monika. Hello! Poem today. Like a legit poem. God, I feel bad I haven't actually posted a poem in the description like a couple weeks back. But, yeah. Write one, because this will be the final video of this series, and I'll probably do one more poem, so write one down for me in the comments. Awesome. Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Michael, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of a pen, the lost finds the way, and the world of infinite choices behold this special day. After all, not all good times must end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, but you have done it multiple times. I kid you not. I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end together in perfect harmony and tranquility. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad. Maybe even deleted my character file for playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I begin? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Okay, let's see. I was thinking about Shiori earlier. I still wish I could have handled that whole thing a little more tactfully. You're still not hung up over it, right? Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just said that. That pun was completely intentional, I swear. What pun? Oh, that pun. That's not a pun. That's just pure gah. Hung up over it. No. Don't you dare say that. But anyway, I know how much you cared about her, so it only feels right for me to share her last moments with you. You know how Sayori is really clumsy? Well, she kind of messed up the whole hanging thing. You're supposed to jump from high enough that the rope snaps your neck, making it quick and painless. And for all you guys watching, you guys don't need to know this. You guys don't need to know this. But she just used a chair, meaning she kind of just left herself to asphyxiate. But a few seconds in, she must have changed her mind or something, because she started clawing at the rope, trying to free herself. She must have kept at it all the way until she lost consciousness. That's why her fingertips were all bloody. Now to think of it, it was probably less changing her mind and more just her survival instincts kicking in. So you can't really fault her for that. It's easier to think that she probably wouldn't have changed her mind anyway, right? It's not healthy to think about the things you could have done differently. So just remember that even though you could have saved her, it's technically not your fault. I may have exasperated a little bit, but Sayori was already mentally ill. Still though, I wonder how things would be if you and I just started dating from the get-go. I guess we'll all still be in the club room, writing poems and having fun. But what's the point when none of it's even real? I mean, it's the same ending, right? Two of us, happily together, perfectly and crazy in love, even though you're the crazy one. God. There's no reason to ask for any more than that. I'm really as happy as I could be right now. Are you trying to fast forward? I'm not boring you, am I? Oh gosh. Well, there's nothing to fast forward to, Michael. It's just the two of us after all. But aside from that, time doesn't really exist anymore, so it's not even gonna work. Here, I'll go ahead and turn it off for you. Hey! Hey! I don't like that! You'll be a sweetheart and listen from now on, right? Thanks. Now where was I? Really popular character type called Tsundere. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, so it's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki is really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend groups in high school just make habits of picking on each other? Well, I think it's really gotten into her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home life. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. Just reminiscing. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for Japanese schools? Not to mention everything's in English. Feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but I have no idea where home is. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're just a completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter, right? As long as we're alone and safe, this really is our home. We can still watch the pretty sunsets night after night. Yeah, I don't even be full of energy the whole day. Yeah, I don't want to talk through it anymore. Just talking about stuff. It's like I can't keep up with that voice for long, you know? But in a way, I guess it does make sense how much passion and how much time the director has made for this segment. So I do congratulate them on that front. But like I said, just note that I myself have a very short attention span, especially when it's not really doing anything. Like, just this. So. Yep, social media is a prison. Yep. Yeah, of course you're not a monster. Of course. Of course you're not, Monika. Of course you're not. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did tell you guys that this was going to be the last video of this series, and I truly intend it to be, because this is like the last segment of it. I'm going to triple on through. You guys can, I'll try to give you guys some time to read it, but I'm not doing the voice anymore, because it's like, But, yeah, I'll give you guys some time to read it, and, we'll go from there. Hopefully to the end. Let's do it. Kind of figured it was that color of that. You realize that. Sure you did. Got really lucky there, Monika. Got really lucky there. I wonder if you would have spent more time with her throughout the game, you wouldn't be sitting here for as long. If I would have known that, I definitely would have talked to her more. Jesus Christ. What made you consider even playing this game in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bit bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly for both of us. Got to meet you and you're not lonely. Can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way? Yeah, of course you are happy. Okay. Sure. It's totally her. Sure, you're not crazy. Yeah, you're normal. Totally. Okay. Click, 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 click. Totally. Okay. So you guys like my chair? It's pretty cool, ain't it? Kind of matches everything. I was wearing a red hoodie earlier, but yep, red and black. Apparently the color of me. Apparently. But yeah, it's a nice chair. It's actually kind of cool that I get to play this first game with you guys in my chair, and I have to read all this. You guys have to deal with it and then bear it, but if you guys are fans of the series, then you probably will. You probably will. But I just wasn't expecting this, to be quite honest. To be just Monika. Like, this long. So, sorry if I do sound kind of irritated or bored or uninterested, but it's not you guys. It's not. It's just this. Yes, I'm having. Oh my god. Really? I swear, we've gone through so much conversations. Converses. Is that even the right word? I don't know. Sorry, I was trying to grab a gnat. It's flying around the room. Come on. Okay. 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 Totally. Dum 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 dum. Oh man. Okay. Just getting really flustered with this right now. And it's not really getting anywhere. So, after this next conversation, guys, I think I might have to end it here and just continue on it and keep clicking and keep doing all that stuff at my own time. Yeah. It's This part is just not for me. I just can't sit here and click and click and clickety click anymore. So, everybody, I cannot sit through any more of this. I have tried to get through it, and it's... Honestly, I think I'm going to continue this ending on my own. It's not for, like, my sake. It's for you guys' sakes. I've probably spent a good 2 hours here. And there is a lot of editing that I have to do. And I don't feel like making an hour episode of just this. So, yeah. At most, it'll be like 40 minutes, if that, give or take. But, yeah. Sorry I can't continue it. I'm sorry that I can't really keep up with this. I mean, I'm probably almost done, but I just can't. So...